Welcome back to the channel. Here we are again. Shut that door. Traffic. Right. Let's see. Welcome back to the channel. Here we are again. It's another weekend, another week of work is done. And we need to crack on and get this finished. This kitchen. So, while you've been away, let me just alter this lighting, could be, that's a bit better. Shine off my bald head. Right, while we've been away, I have got the back on. The rest of the wonder wall is now in. We'll show you in a sec. And the cabinet is now in its final resting place. The rest of the modifications we need to do can all be done with that in situ, such as mounting the hinges, not the hinges, the drawer runners. They've arrived, so we can mount everything now with the cupboard in situ, which is good. We had to do a little bit of wood carving, complete with finger. Don't tell the wife, she'll go daft and she'll try to put Dettol on it. We don't like Dettol on raw wounds, it hurts. In fact, I'm a pansy, so I just like to point that out. I don't like Dettol. So what we've got to do now is fix it in place. So we are reusing the, if I can get it out. Oh god, come on. Then, so the blind fixings from before, so you just drill a hole through that size, fits in one side, and there's a screw that fits in the other side, and then you tighten the two together and it clamps. Very clever little idea. So we're going to reuse those. We've got more of the backing for the worktop to do, so that needs to be sanded and then painted to match the other one, but we can't, well, we can do that in advance, but we can't fit it until such time as we've scribed the old worktop and cut that down to size. So we'll get the cabinet in final resting place, and then we can work on scribing the top and getting that cut into position. We're going to get the scribe tool that I've got, and then hopefully we can scribe that up nicely so that it fits, and then we can just do the final trim piece on this piece, and then that whole section there is essentially done, which is good. And then we can finish off doing the cabinet, just put the blanking piece in that we spoke about last time, fitting the drawer for the fridge. I've got to drill a hole through for the cable so that it goes back into the 12-volt system so that the compressor fridge can run, and then we've got to loop enough cable so that it can fully come out. But that's all to come over the rest of the weekend. So this hopefully will be a two-part this weekend to get it up and running. So I am waiting on a call from Justin just to say that he's now back in the shop, so we can go down and get Dad's car down so we can get a shot of it. Well, not a shot of it, but fix them back up to him, because he's waiting on his car. So this is being done in between doing all of those. So where we are at the minute, let me just show you. Look, is, as you can see, it's in place. The backing plate is on, and that the wonder wall, which you can't see, is finished. It's the same as this one. It just finishes all the way to the end. Put it back up there so I don't drop you. So let's get some drills. I've got to go and find them again. I think they're up in the cabin, so we're going to get some drills. So I'll pause this for a sec. We'll get some drills, we'll get these cabinet bolts in and that, and then we can then start fixing stuff so it doesn't run away, and then job done. And then we'll get this worktop that you're currently sitting on in place, scribed, and then we can get that all cut and put through. So pause you for a sec, I'll just run and get some drills. Okay, right, cabinet's now in place. Put the screws in. You see that. Drill a hole, push it through, screw it up. It's not hard. So much so that. So, where is it there? Right, so you got the barrel, the bolt, they fit together. It's that simple. Okay, so they come in various lengths. They are brilliant for cabinet. So if you're doing your kitchen, not just in your van, I mean your kitchen in general, get some of those. So once you're putting your upper cabinets and indeed your base cabinets together, screw them in. Right, makes them removable. You don't damage the timber because it's a straight through hole. So that's what our kitchen's put together with. Sorry, the new cupboard that I put in the kitchen, that's what that's with. So the council, bless them, love them, they put the rest in. They've not even bolted them to the wall. They are literally just hanging there. Anyway, I digress. So the worktop, let's just pan you down to there. Right, so worktop's in situ. It's not fixed, obviously. Okay, it's the same timber as the previous one. So to mark up, I have already done this, but to explain it, okay, you need a square, one of these. They come in various lengths. That's a big boy, this one. Okay, contour gauge, and all you do is set your square so that you've got this edge perfect. Okay, and then you run it up just so you got your reference. Basically, you run it up where you're going to put it, and then you just literally, you can see past my fat head, sorry, you just literally push the fingers into situ, okay, so that they're all touching. I have to just, tell you what, let me bring you down so that you can see it. There, right, so you set your square. As you can see, I've already got the marks. So you set your square, you push it up against the wall that you're going to be scribing, set it square against the gauge, hold it, and then you just systematically just push it. Okay, and then you just make sure that all your fingers are home wherever you're going to be doing it, and that you're square, and then you can bring it back to your line that you're going to be doing, and you just make your mark with a pencil following the contour gauge, if that's the contour of your thing. That leaves you a mark. Okay, and then when you cut it out, cut shy of the line, because it's easier to take material away than it is to put material back. That's a simple contour gauge. As I say, they come in various lengths. They are incredibly handy when doing things like this. So we've got a mark, we've got a Mark 1, Mark 2 for it, so we need to cut straight across that line, if you can see that line. So straight across that line and that, and then we can start beveling it in, taper it out at this corner just so it sits in there, and that line is nicely in line with the corner of the window. Okay, so that gives us our starter, and then we can spray that thing up and that, and then we can just heat it, bend it round so that we can get the nice line all the way up to the edge here. We will have to trim this bit back, but we'll do that bit once we've got this bit correct. So how we've got to this stage, if I just put you back up there so you can see how we've got to this stage, is the cabinet, as you know, is recessed. So you take your square, you put it on your thing, and you push it till you hit your cabinet. Okay, and that gives you a distance from there to the edge of the cabinet. You need to subtract the reveal that you want above the door, if you can just see my fingers here, so that you've got that slight overhang from the doors to just protect the top of the door, and then the depth of the door as well. Now we know that to be 2.9, so you take your 2.9 off, which gives us 8.2. Scribe that, draw a line between the two, and that gives you the distance, pulling this edge back to the wall but still leave your reveal. That's the idea. So we've got our mark. We'll use a track saw, to make this initial cut, doing the same thing that we always do, which is just do a very, very slight plunge just to break the surface of the laminate. Okay, and then for this bit we'll scribe it with a utility knife just to break the surface again, and then we can go ahead and make our cut accordingly. So we'll get that done, and then we'll come back and we'll see whether or not I've had to go and buy a new piece of worktop. Shouldn't do if you follow the rules and that. It should be fine. I'm confident. It's not the first time we've messed it up. Done it. Sorry, it's not the first time we've done it, so we should be good, and we should be able to slide that back. We are going to have to bevel it back because the height of that, when it sits all the way back, is going to just clear, so we will have to bevel that back. But for when we come to do that, we'll make a line and that, and then we'll just take it away with probably an angle grinding wheel, to be honest, because that will just shave that nicely and quickly. So that we'll worry about afterwards. So let's get this piece knocked out, and then we can get the contour and everything correct after that. So I'll go cut that so you don't see a grown man cry when it goes wrong, and then we'll come back and see it. So back shortly. Okay, welcome back. Right, worktop is cut, as you can see. We've got a chamfer this edge, about nearly an inch back, just to match the slope of the window frame there. So this is our backsplash. You can see it's been bent into some semblance of a shape. That will just live there and that, and then by the time that's screwed home, that will fit nicely. So we've pre-bent. We do need to make this corner just a little bit sharper. We'll do that in the vise to get it right, and then we can sand that. Give it a quick sand just to knock off the shine, and then we'll get that sprayed black, pre-drilled, screwed in, and then the worktop can go over and then she'll slide. So the reason for the chamfer, as you can see, we're an inch proud there, like, but chamfering it back, it just allows it to sit over that, and then that will slide back absolutely perfect, as far back as we want. And then, as I said, that will sit in there, which we need to trim it to length about there, and then that will sit in there, and that'll just stop anything rolling off the back. So that's where we are. It's taken a little bit longer because the weather hasn't been great here, so I've been messing around doing other projects indoors rather than concentrating on doing this. So we're going to pause there. Just knock off that middle light again because that shines off my head. Something chronic. Right, so as you can see, I did change top, so I don't live in the same thing all the time, honestly. So that's where we are. When you come back next time, so we'll crack on, get this done, because I can do that indoors, but I'm not going to film indoors because that's Mrs H's environment. While I just bat that thing into shape properly. So thanks for watching. Thanks to the new subscribers that have just joined the channel. Very much appreciated. We are ever grateful for your support and your encouragement. So thank you very, very, very much on that front. I'm going to tidy up in here because I need Doris for tomorrow, and I've got to do little things like shave the old Swede, etc. and the chops. Looking like a bloody old man with this grey ear beard of mine. So I'll put that up on the bed so it doesn't run away with itself once I've trimmed down that back edge and that. So when you come back next time, we'll do the shelf for the fridge now that the sliders and that are here. So I'm just going to tidy up this mess that I've made, and then we'll try and get this video out for you so that you can see where we are, and we'll see you in the next video, which hopefully won't be as long as this one took. So we'll try and crack one out in the middle of the week for you, so that you can sort of see the update, even if it's just a little short one, just so you can see the worktop in situ. And as I said, we'll get onto doing the drawer box for the fridge, so that we can get the sliders on and get the fridge in place, and then we can look at doing the door front for it. Yes, we can look at doing that. So thank you for watching. Do please continue to support, like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell just so that you know when the new videos are uploaded, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.